Hi guys, welcome back to another sewing tutorial. This is Chema Stitches. My name is Chema. Let's make a Bubu dress. So the fabric of choice is Mikado silk and I have 4 yards here. Now you can use more than 4 yards or even lesser than that. This is the Asoke we're going to be using for the neckline. So I have one long piece here, and I'm going to be cutting it into 4 and joining the pieces. Starting with the front, I'm going to be folding the width. I don't want the bubu to be too wide. I'm going to be folding 20 inches as the width. This also includes the sleeve extension because we're cutting the sleeve together. Let's mark out our starting point. So I marked out a 3.5 inches for the neckline and 1 inch depth for the back before marking the starting point. So I'm going to remark it. For the neckline width, I'm using 3.5 inches. 1 inch for the neckline for the back, while the front is going to be like 6 inches. 6 inches neckline. So I'm going to curve it like this. What I have here is 20.5 inches. I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch that I'm going to use to slant it. That's for the shoulder slope. From the shoulder slope, I mark 10 inches for the sleeve opening. And then from the center front, I mark 14 inches. This is where the armhole curve is going to start. Okay. So I'm going to come here like so and curve this like this. I'm going to come up and mark 1/2 inch at the top. So the body is supposed to be 14.5 inch, like 15. I'm going to mark this 15 all the way down. I'm going to draft a neckline independent of this marking, and then I'll use it to cut out the front neckline. But for now, I'll leave it like this. And then from the shoulder line, I'm going to mark my pockets. On the right side, I'm going to come down from this place 17 inches, 17.5 inches for the pocket mark. Come here as well and mark 17.5 inches. So I'm going to, this is where the pocket is going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and mark the same thing on the back piece, and I'll also cut out the pocket. To cut out the pocket, I used my palm as a guide to trace it out, and then I cut it. After which, I'll use this one as a guide to cut out the remaining 2 because we need 4 pieces to complete the pocket, 2 on each side. To attach the pocket, you pick one of the pocket piece and you place the right side on the right side of the front piece or back piece, anyone you're starting with first, and then you're going to go ahead and pin it. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and sew this pocket and attach the one here and also attach one on this other side. So I've attached the pocket and ironed it to keep it flat. So what I'm going to do now is bring this one. I'm going to bring it here like this, the wrong side facing up, okay? And then I'm going to place this on top of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and use 0.25 to join the shoulder. After joining the shoulder with 0.25, I am going to iron it and then turn it again and sew it from the back. Alright, so as you can see, I have joined the shoulder. You can see the chalk marking. This is the wrong side, okay? And then I ironed it. This is how it looks here. Okay, so now I am going to fold it again, and I'm going to go ahead and sew again using 0.25 inches and sew it again. And so as you can see, I have gone ahead to finish off the shoulder. As you can see, and then I ironed it neatly. Now you understand the reason for the ironing. Now with the way it is now, there's no difference between the front and the back neckline. Okay, but when you turn it to the back, you will see the marking that differentiates the front from the back. Anyway, now to draft out the neckline for the front that will also incorporate to the back, I'm going to bring out my pattern paper and draft it on the pattern paper, and then we can transfer it here. Okay, now from this back, this is the back, the wrong side, you can see the front neckline, the marking, the chalk marking here. So I'm going to mark out like 3 inches here to indicate the starting point. So I've ruled out the 3 inches that we're going to be using as the neckline guide. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and fold this in. Now this place indicates the back, this place indicates the front. So I'm going to mark, I will mark the neckline width of 3.5 inches. I'm going to come up for the back by 1 inch. I will indicate this one here. And then for the front, I'm going to come down to say 8 inches. The reason why I'm using 8 inches, or I will use 7.8 inches, so that we can use 0.2 inches to turn the neckline. So now come back to 8 inches. The purpose of this is so that it will have enough wideness around the neckline for the head to fit in, since there will be no zipper. Okay, so I'm going to mark the 3.5 here. I'm going to connect this. Now I'm going to curve the neckline for the front, for the back. Just curve it like so. And then for the front, I'm going to repeat the same thing on this side. So I can open this now. Okay, I can also just repeat the same thing here. I'm going to cut the back on fold, so we'll get the same shape for each part of the back. But for the front, one side of the front is going to be straight like this, while the other one is going to have the curve. So I'm going to place this like this and curve it. So I'm going to start here and curve this. So try to get as much curved in as we can. Okay, so this will be the neckline for the front. So I'm going to cut out the back on fold, and for the back I can come up by 0.25 inch, which will be the same thing we have here, so that we can use it for the turning of the neckline. So after turning the neckline, it will return back to the 1 inch that we initially want to use for the back. And then I'm going to open this up. Then for the front, I'm going to cut it on open like this. Okay, so this is going to be, this is it. Look at how this looks. I am going to place this on the Asoke and cut it, but first I'm going to go ahead and cut out the Asoke and join it. So I'm going to fold the Asoke in half like this, cut it open, then I'll fold it again. So now I'm going to go ahead and join this. So to join Asoke, you join it one on top of the other like this, and you're going to sew on top of it, top stitch it very close so that it looks as if it's an extension with no joining. Okay, so this I'm going to place it. I'll join it like this, place the next one here and join it like this. Okay, so I've joined it. So I'm going to rule the center here to indicate the middle like this, and then I'm going to place my pattern on it, matching the center to center, so that I can cut out the Asoke. Okay, so now we have the opening of the neckline. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking of extending this, okay, because I want more length to it. So I'm going to go ahead and join this place here to extend it. So I've joined it and it looks really nice. Also, I have gone ahead to weave all around the bubu, okay. I've weaved all the rough parts of the bubu, the sides, the pockets, all around. I've weaved it. So I'm going to take the front part. To know the front, you are going to just check the back. So following this chalk marking, this is the front. So I'm going to place the front like so, and then this is going to come here like this. So I'm going to go ahead and sew here. Now, because we want to sew it and turn it inside out, that way with the neckline will be neatly concealed, which means this will be joined from the back. So I'm going to place this right side from the under. So I'm going to open this like this, open this here and place it like this. So I'll join it from the back. So this is how it's going to look. So I've arranged it in the center, as you can see. So I marked the center and I followed it to arrange this, okay. So I'm going to make sure to use pins to hold it in place so it doesn't shift. I'm going to go ahead and sew the neckline using 0.25 inches. Now, as you are sewing it, you can also add hemming gum as you sew it, because this fabric frays a lot, okay. So that when you top stitch it and turn it inside out, you can iron it and to lay very flat. And the reason why we had to do this place in seam finishing is so that when you turn it inside out and it has a little bit on the side poking on the shoulder, it will not be a part of the fabric that is fraying. Anyway, you understand when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and sew it like this and then cut out these front pieces. So after sewing it, now look at the hemming gum I've placed here. I'm going to go ahead and cut out this part, okay. So I'm going to trim out this. Okay, so we have a neckline. I'm going to make notches around and turn this inside out. I'm going to top stitch it on the main fabric, okay, and then I'm going to heat up the iron and iron it so that it will lay flat and look super neat, okay. That is what we need this hemming gum under for. So I have ironed this. I have my ironing cloth underneath. That's what you can see through this. So I've ironed it down. As you can see, look at how neat it's laying down. Now another thing I want to do is that I would like to reduce part of this, okay. I like to take out like one inch on each side because it's too wide. I want it to stop around the shoulder joining. So we're going to be taking in 1 inch, okay. So to do that, I'm going to fold in the 1 inch and iron it. Now you can see how I'm using iron to hold it down, so it will be easy for me to top stitch them. Next, we are going to design here because I want to fold in here at least this way to give it a slanted curve, a design. So yeah, this is what I want. I am going to also go ahead and iron here. So I'm going to take it back to my machine and I'm going to top stitch it very close to the edge, all the way here, 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 and here, and the neckline will be complete. How do you like this? I chose a multicolor that will complement the plain color because we have the same color inside of it, okay. So it came out really nice. I hope you like this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. All right, so I've gone ahead to sew it, and this is how it looks from the wrong side. As you can see, so clean. Now this is why I had to do inseam finishing for the neckline, so that there will be no fraying fabric poking out from here. You get to have something very clean and neatly finished. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and join the sides. I'm going to go ahead and join the sides and hem the sleeve and then hem the down part. And then I'll put this on the mannequin and show us how it looks. If at this point you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. I would like to also hear from you. Do well to drop comments in the comment section. I will respond to your queries. I appreciate your being here. Thank you so much and see you all in my next video tutorial. Bye bye.